Welcome in everybody to this presentation of week 1 of the Sportsman series as part of the PRA Stock Series here on the PRA network. I am your host for tonight and the voice of the Sportsman series, 81. Here we have a group of 14 amazing racers here in stock styled Miatas. We have these guys going around the pace lap. We're going to have 25 laps here. Venue for today is Daytona International Speedway, the tri-oval variation. So, what is the stock series exactly? We are going to have multiple different teams, 8 different teams in fact, competing over 3 different series, starting with tonight. So tonight we have the Sportsman series. Tomorrow night we're going to have the Challenger series, and Thursday night we're going to have the Elite series. So tonight with the Sportsman series, we have 14 drivers on this grid in Miatas, as previously mentioned. If we want to go ahead and go over our starting lineup, as you'll see as well, we have 3 different manufacturers, Ford, Toyota, and Chevy. But we will bring up the lineup, as in first place is Perry, who is a free agent representing Ford. You'll see these green markers on the back as well represent undrafted or unrestricted free agents. These guys can sign to any franchise at any time. There are currently 8 active franchises. So if you're interested in joining, or if these guys are interested in joining teams, some of those teams have open spots. In second place, we have Root Metal, another free agent in a Camry, driving the number 63. In third place, we have Phil, driving the number 26 car. Representing Rings of Saturn, owned by King Saturn. In fourth place, we have Outlaw, driving the number 15 car, representing NTG Elite Racing in the Chevrolet. Sixth place, we have Wired, represent Captain Racing in the Toyota, definitely a favorite to watch out for. And in sixth place, we have Chips of Lost Luck Racing in the Mustang. The rest of this pack will be introduced to you shortly as we go green, green, green here for week 1 of the Sportsman series here at Daytona. Chips gets a good run on the outside to start off with. So, to start off as well, with this initial restart, how our cautions work are 2 tallies, as you see the first wreck happening in the background now, between 2 drivers in the back, that being John and Crazy Alt. So, how our cautions work, there are 2 tallies. What is a tally? So, each driver in a wreck is a tally, but it has to take more than one driver to cause a wreck. So if you spin on your own, you're not a tally. And if you get dumped by someone, you're a tally. If you both wreck out, you're both a tally, and that's a caution. As we have these guys going in the front stretch, you'll notice the bottom line is so far best, as we have another wreck here on the front straight, which may cause a caution between Craig and Hufu. These top 3 don't want a caution to come out since they're enjoying this lead. Since track position is key, the bigger gap you have, the bigger slipstream you're able to get away. And being in the slip is key. If you're not in the slip, you're not going to have the speed to keep up with everyone else. But this first wreck will bring us out a caution at the end of the lap. So, these guys are currently racing to the line. When the yellow flag drops, that does not mean you stop, that means you get 1 lap to run around, to race around to the finish line, and that race to the line will determine the restart order. As we have these guys racing around, trying to get to the line. Let's see. The big run by Phil on the outside is not going to get him to the top 3, but we'll put him in the second row. So Perry in first, Root Metal in second, Wired in third, Phil in fourth, Outlaw in fifth, and Snowstorm, another free agent, in sixth. So as we get this restart here, we get to introduce and round out the rest of the order. as I mentioned, Snowstorm, another one of the free agents. Jay Thilla as well. Both of those guys in Mustangs. Those guys representing Ford as a manufacturer. A lot of Fords in this race tonight, though a good mix of everyone. Vanilla Bear in 8th, another rookie in a Ford, or another free agent in a Ford. In 9th, you do have Yurt, the franchise owner of his own team, D-Boy Racing. And then 10th, you have Craig, aka SFDP, we're going to be calling him Craig though, of MRC Racing. Which MRC Racing is owned by Guitar Hero, who is going to be competing in the Challenger Series tomorrow night. So noting here, 11th is Chips and 12th is John. John is the franchise owner as well of his own team, Lost Luck Racing, and JP Chips is his teammate. These two will be working together quite a lot to make their way back up the field. Then you have Fufu in 13th, another free agent driving in the Chevrolet. And rounding up the back, you have Crazy Alt in the Toyota, representing MRC Racing. MRC Racing is owned by Guitar Hero as well. So Craig and Crazy Alt may be working together here as well. One in 10th, one in 14th, with a Chevy and two Mustangs stacked in between. As we make this next pace lap around, we're going to go green on lap 6 here as we get the field together. For this next restart, we're going to hop on board with Outlaw, a veteran of PRA, very well known around the sphere as part of NTG Elite Racing, owned by Pocono, another one of the board members. So, Pocono, team owner, Wired, another board member, right in front of Outlaw, but they are not on the same team for this series. But Outlaw does have a history of winning races here at Daytona. He has 2 race wins in the past, hoping for 3 as we go lights out, green, 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 yet again. Second restart of the race. As we make it around turn 1 of Daytona. A lot of contact in between here, everyone tighten up together. Can everyone survive through the pack turn 1? On this restart, I believe everybody can. It's a good view of the back in the back from Crazy Alt and Craig, trying to catch up with the rest of the pack. As Wired gets sent into the infield grass, almost takes out Craig and Crazy Alt, slides through the middle, bang into the wall. But unfortunately for Wired, that will put him out of the pack for a little while until another caution comes out to save his chances. So as we make it back here under the front stretch, around to lap number 7, on board with the leader, Root, leading the pack behind him, got a hungry pack of dogs behind him, trying to get past Outlaw, trying to get around the outside, Chips on his bumper, trying to get that bump in. John, Chip's teammate, both of those guys working from 10-11 all the way down, all the way up to first and second. As we get these guys on the back straight now. Lap 7 here of the Sportsman Series, represented by PRA here on the PRA network. As we've got this group of 5 trying to make a bit of a gap for themselves, but they're all a little shaky, so try not to take each other out in the process. John does get booted out of the draft, giving Outlaw a chance to make it through. These front three still giving each other a really good bump draft in this bottom line. Again, the theme is the bottom line has been king for the most part when it comes to the draft. Anyone trying to start anything on the outside can't really get it done. So it's going to be single file quite a lot until anyone's ready to take that opportunity with a good enough run. So here watching these guys back in the second pack, kind of led by Chips, behind the front five, we have Hufu here in the Caterpillar 59 we're on board with right now. Crazy Alt right behind as these guys come out of 3 and 4 with a beautiful run. Pretty much everyone in contention right now. Some guys ducking below the yellow line. That's not ideal. Gotta keep it above that yellow line, but also try not to take each other out in the process. As the track position is king, and some guys are willing to do quite a lot to get that track position. So I'll note that the Canadians in this race did very well in the qualifying heats. Prior to this, we held 2 10-lap heats to determine our starting order for today's race, with a lot of guys doing well and only one person getting eliminated. But we make it here to lap 10. So this train of cars, single file into turn 1. Only one wrong bump though could send people flying as we head to the back. Keep an eye, and here you have it, Hufu with bad luck yet again. Oh, poor Hufu. He had a bad time with it in qualifying. He was doing really well, I thought, but just bad luck after bad luck caught him with a pretty bad starting position, all things considered, with how well he was doing. As we round to lap 10, may bring us to caution here. We have 2 packs here, one led by Vanilla Bear, and the other with the front pack led by Root. As that wreck will indeed put us under yellow flags. Root still hanging on for now, but gotta feel the nerves and stress being chased by a pack of 13 other hungry cars, wanting that position he's in. Though, in this part of the race, I don't know if first is the position you want to be in. Super speedways, with the art of drafting and taking your opportunity at the right time, sometimes when it gets to the end of the race, if you're in the lead, you're a sitting duck. You're either going to be wrecked or you're not winning that race. You don't have enough speed to hold on. On board with Root to see how he's feeling. His driver's looking pretty comfy. Very beautiful blue suit in the helmet. I'm really digging it. As we look through the pack, Root still holding on to first. Phil in second in the Ford. Outlaw third in the Chevy. So we have a 1, 2, 3 of different manufacturers, with Toyota currently on top. Yurt sitting strong for his team in 4th. Snow in 5th. Vanilla Bear in 6th. John in 7th. Craig in 8th. Chips in 9th. Chips right behind his team leader, John. These two already worked really well together in the after the first restart, getting up to the front. Let's see how they do it this time, as we're about to go green yet again here at Daytona. As we are green, green, green here on lap 12 here at the Daytona International Speedway for the Sportsman Series. As we've got a little bit of 3 wide going but we're going to be stacking back into single file lines as so. Crazy Alt bumped down a little bit with Jay trying to get into that bottom slipstream. Yurt goes wide a little bit. Craig gets some contact. Not ideal as Yurt's going to go around a little bit. They kind of keep it together though. Okay, everyone's keeping together. Yurt, unfortunately, starting from 4th on this restart, getting pushed to the back. Very unfortunate for him. And now you can see Vanilla Bear and apologies. And Perry falling out of this line, falling back in position. We have another wreck in front. It's Craig taking out Vanilla Bear and a few others as well, as that's definitely going to bring out a caution there with that massive wreck into turn 4. Just kind of lost control there on turn 3 and 4 with people getting to the side of each other. Some people get stuck in the outside line with that train of inside line cars just barreling through with that slipstream. The speed difference going to those turns, sometimes the bottom line might get caught up dragging up high and into those cars that don't have the slipstream, and they all just get tangled up into each other and wreck. So, as we have it again, unfortunately for those guys who got taken out, Vanilla Bear, Yurt on turn 2. Poor Hufu again towards the back. Craig as well. All these guys catching up the pack. Yurt going to start from 11th place. All these guys lining back up again for yet another restart. Hopefully that's not too much of a theme. As speaking of themes, we may see. So as I may have mentioned at the start, or may have forgotten to mention, under caution, there are no pits. So to make it fair for everyone, it is still very strategic, but pit road is going to be closed under yellow flag conditions at all times. So that means everyone has to pit under green flag conditions, making it a little bit more even, but also making strategy even more important. So with these guys' fuel supplies, we'll see if they're going to make it through the whole race, saving and coasting, or they might have to take a pit, and that may change things towards the end. But right now we're here lap 13, halfway through the race here at Daytona, as we are green, green, green yet again here at the Sportsman Series race, presented by PRA as part of the PRA Stock Series. Jay gets pushed up through the middle, make it 3 wide towards the back, past Crazy Alt and Craig, outside of Chips, and he's got a really good run. Sometimes getting pushed 3 wide is really risky and scary, but Jay might have just made it work as long as he could get the run on the outside. But again, as I've talked about, the inside line has been king, so let's see what he can do. The Camry in front of him. Root stuck in the middle there. Couldn't really get outside or inside. He falls back to 5th from the front. Now we a little bit get caught inside by Chips. Let's see if they can keep it together. Great save by Root there from Chips. Getting caught up under him just a little bit. So looking at the front, it's going to be Snow leading up front. The free agent in the shiny chrome Bud Light car. How beautiful this thing is. Followed by John in 2nd. And then Phil in 3rd. Outlaw in 4th. Root in 5th. Chips in 6th. And the whole line behind them still in the tow as of right now. Frank gets clipped into John a little bit. Definitely the bump drafting, but then when getting so close on this banking is very scary if a car just gets bounced out the wrong way, as is what might happen here. John gets to the outside. It would be bad for John, as he's the one who gets pushed out of the line. There's a little bit looseness from 4th and 5th. I believe that is Root getting tangled up with someone else. But yet another great save from Root as we head into turns 3 and 4. Heading into lap 16 of the race here at Daytona. Pretty calm for now, but let's see if yet another caution is going to come out, our 3rd of the afternoon. I believe 3rd, my math serves me right. And these guys up here trying to make it happen, going 4 wide through the turn, banging into each other, trying to make a caution come out, and they might just get it. Fight for that bottom line with Three cars are trying to fight for the spot of one. It's not necessarily going to work all the time. We got all these guys packed up in here. As Wyatt gets knocked down low into the infield. Can he save it? He does, but unfortunately he's going to fall back behind the pack. No one else infected. But the number 74 gets turned out, and that might bring out a caution. Another car as well gets turned and thrown back. That's going to be Vanilla Bear on the second spin, as well as Perry on that first spin. Poor Perry starting off in first. Really having a rough time, but now getting thrown towards the back, so that will bring out a caution here on lap 17, being towards the end of this week 1 race here at Daytona. A beautiful aerial view here from the, I'm going to call it a blimp, sure, here at Daytona Beach by the airport, as you've seen the planes flying by here at the beautiful speedway. Some would say one of the best racing facilities in the world. I would agree. As these guys go single file. Looking to see if they double up. They will. That means we'll be going green next time by. Shout out to our officiating crew tonight of B-Dog, Forever 06, our league owner, and working double time as the league official tonight, as well as Jason Turismo helping him out as well with hosting one of the heat races and overall helping with officiating tonight. As well as thank you to all the rest of our board of directors for making this event possible. As we round around the tri-oval, a lot of round. We go green, green, green here. Lap 17 going on to 18 of the Sportsman series. Still too wide. Let's see who could find their way into the bottom line of the pack. As that bottom line, as we've seen all race, has been king, but positions have shuffled back and forth all race. A lot of jostling for position here. Coming onto the backstretch, still 3-4 wide even. Crazy Alt gets bumped down, tries to get back in on Craig. It's not going to happen though. A little bit of tapping as Europe goes around. And a few other cars around as well in the backstretch. Make it 3 to 4 wide there isn't always going to work. Another wreck here as poor Perry gets turned around again. Vanilla Bear also involved in that. Yurt was involved. John involved in that wreck in the back straight as well. Let's see what that means for the front pack. I believe we are still green. That was not enough to call for a full restart as judged by B-Dog. So, lap 19 now. Wired on the bumper of Crazy Alt. Crazy Alt making moves towards the front now. Again, track position is key, but especially towards the end of the race. Where you're at the front of the race, it doesn't always matter if you can make it right back up towards the end of the race. Big run from J. Phil and Craig to see if they can make a move on this front pack. We'll see if they get it done here into turns 3 and 4. Here on lap 19, going to 5 to go here at Daytona. So doing a little bit of defensive work on Wired. A little bit choppy, but making it live. Probably 6 to go, I can count. As that backpack's going to have to hope for one more caution to come out for them to even have a chance. But miracles can happen, and the big one is probably on the horizon here at Daytona's. Everyone realizes this is the last stretch of the race. Now is the time they have to make moves. This one-line chain isn't going to get them any further. So they've got to do something, change that. And here's your something as Root Metal goes around. Crazy Alt hits it too, and Crazy Alt gets careened by the guys behind them, and that's going to bring out a caution here. Giving those back guys a chance in a final shootout for the ages here to start off the new Sportsman Series and the PRA Stock Series as a whole. What a turn of events here to start off the new season, as this is definitely an omen for the fact that this is going to be a very entertaining season to watch and series to watch as well. And for more of this as well, check in tomorrow night and Thursday night for the Challenger Series and the Elite Series as continued coverage as part of this PRA Stock Series, all of which will be on the PRA network at 8 Eastern, 7 Central. And that would be 5 Western, I believe. 6 Mountain, so we don't leave y'all out either. As we get single filed around, this is going to be a very interesting finish to this race, as really, despite the disparity in positions right now, all 14 guys on this track still have an equal chance to take that checkered flag, as they let Crazy Alt try to catch up. Looks like they may take another lap around to let Crazy Alt get caught up with the pack. To make it fair for him, that will leave us with 3 to go on this final restart. So let's break down what this final order for this last restart means and implications for the whole series entirely. So, starting first on this restart is going to be, that is Phil of Rings of Saturn. King Saturn probably sitting here proud to see him up front, but now pretty much praying, hoping he doesn't get taken out and can hold on to that victory. In second place is going to be Outlaw for NTG Elite Racing. Pocono, proud to see him up there as well. Snow in third, looking to make a great impression as a free agent, hopefully either submitting his own legacy himself or possibly fighting for a spot on a roster, getting one of these franchise owners to take a look at him and want him on their team. In fourth place, we have Hufu making his way back up after very unfortunate circumstances all afternoon. Hopefully now, the time that counts, he gets to capitalize on it. In fifth place is Wired, the legend himself, Wired. Fan favorite to win this race, really. One of the fan favorites, at least, of Captain Racing. As we are getting situated and ready to go for 3 to go here at Daytona. We are green, green, green! That bottom line, yet again, looking superior. As Hufu getting knocked out a little bit, as well as Outlaw getting knocked out of the draft. Those bottom line guys are looking to get a much better jump on them. But some guys take it to the outside. Craig and Jay Philla. They're going to have to sort into the back and hope for a run towards the end. But everyone's still in contention here. Crazy Alt on the inside of Jay and Craig. Going to be a train of cars leading to this last 2 laps. So I don't think there are going to be any more cautions for the rest of this race. So anyone that gets taken out loud now, that's going to be very bad luck for them. As we have one car pushed down to the bottom, it is Wired. A 3-4 wide. Wired gets thrown into the infield, and that might call his night there. Sliding across the Daytona sign in the grass. As we make lap 24 of 25 a lot of jostling for position now, as we predicted. Snow get bopped down, fight his way back to the line. No one taken out just yet. Craig watching this all unfold, waiting for something to happen. As we've got this whole pack now jostling for position, with Perry trying to fight his way back up towards the front where he started. John having to slot behind, but we've got approach 10 cars all on each other's bumper, trying not to wreck each other out, going side by side into turns 3 and 4 as we're coming around the front stretch for, that is Phil and Chips, Root and Outlaw to take the white flag. 1 lap to go as Root always gets spun. Amazing save. Unfortunately, it's going to knock him back a little bit. Yurt hits the wall, but amazing save by Root not to completely go flying. And he gets bumped back by Snow with a great run. Makes it around Yurt. It tries to make it around Yurt at least. Great defense by Yurt. Yurt holding on to 8, seeing if he can get a run on Perry. Trying to stick into that top pack as well. They might just be able to catch that top pack by the front stretch. With John, Outlaw, Vanilla Bear. Hufu trying to make it 3 wide. Didn't work. He's going to get taken out as well as Perry. As they fall back, this could be a run to the line. With Phil, Chips, Outlaw, and John, who is going to get it? Outlaw trying to make a run, but Phil's going to take the win. Outlaw takes 2nd, Chips takes 3rd. Yurt just couldn't get it done at the line. John finishes in 4th. Yurt in 5th. Vanilla Bear holds in 6th. Snow pretty comfortable in 7th. Root is in 8th. And to round out the order, Crazy Alt in 9th. Jay Filla in 10th. Craig in 11th. Hufu, unfortunately, yet again, with bad luck, falling down to 12th. Then Perry, again, awful luck for the pole sitter, falling all the way down towards the back after multiple unfortunate incidents. And then Wired, closing out the field in 14th. A lot of people were rooting for Wired, but just wasn't his day with that wreck coming into the last lap. So congratulations to the winner. Phil from Rings of Saturn, driving the number 26 car. Yeah, what a spectacular event to kick off the season. Congratulations to all these guys as well. Yet again, huge thanks to the board of directors. And thank you everyone for watching this race, putting up with my technical difficulties live during the race. And yeah, thank you all for being here. Be sure to check out the Challenger Series tomorrow night at 8 Eastern, then the Elite Series on Thursday, also at 8 Eastern. Each of these races will be at the same time, same day, every week. So I hope to see you all again soon. From 81 and PRA family, see you next time.